Okay. Let me read to you guys something to remind you where we're at and where we want to go. After seeing the beast men hunt down and tear apart one of their own, after sitting down with Dr. Moreau and hearing of his vile experiments, the both of you laid silently on your beds. Not a word between you two. Just a silent, still night. The cool breeze, the faint sound of the ocean waves, sounds that you are both very familiar with. Ricky, I think it's you who start first. But almost simultaneously, you both recall certain events. Events only you know. Minuscule events. The little things. Everyday things. And the not so everyday things that determine life or death. We join you as you think back on what happened to the cruise ship. Okay. Before you were on the island.
Yes.
On the last day, but you couldn't know it was the last day. Where were you, Ricky, at 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. on that last day on the ship?
In the morning.
In the morning. Tell me what happens between 6 to 7 in the morning of that last day.
Between 6 to 7?
Yes.
I would have been waking up. I was in the kitchen trying to snack on some biscuits. That's what I was trying to steal. I'd like to steal biscuits sometimes. Everybody knows I do it, but they don't really care.
That's good. Is there a certain type of biscuit that you liked?
No, they were all just the same. It was a box and it said biscuit, and it was just, I don't know.
It was a crate.
Yeah, it was just a crate. They were just flat, like brown crackers. I would just eat them.
Describe to me how Ricky would always know where the biscuits were. Tell me.
Man, they can't keep the biscuits from me, man. They can't keep the biscuits from me. I had a little key, to the little storage room, and then I would go into the storage room, and you're not supposed to, like, the storage room for tools only, but they would have the biscuits there too for some reason, and then I would go in there.
How'd you get that key?
How to get that key? I took that key, man. I just took the key.
How'd you know it was the right key?
I'd seen people use it before. They just lay it on the counter. It's just like everybody knows what this key is for. It's not really tripping if like it gets stolen. It's just like everybody in the kitchen and everywhere like uses this key. It's for the tools. It's for the main tool room.
What kind of tools are in there?
There's a whole bunch of like ropes, knives, a whole bunch of tools, man, hammers, everything.
Okay.
Everything to fix the boat.
So usually everybody wakes up around 6:30 on this boat.
Yeah.
But you know that if you get up at 6, you walk over and you look around. The light's barely coming up. Maybe there's one or two main hands already walking around the boat. The guests don't get up till like around 8.
Right.
You go into the kitchen and you pull out. You go into the kitchen and you pull out your key and you open it up, and as you're about to get your cookies, you hear someone coming in, and it's like, it's the captain.
Oh God, I hate that guy.
He doesn't see you, but he's in the kitchen. What do you do?
I'm just like, I'm just getting some tools. I'm going to the tool room. I'm just getting the key for the tools.
How'd you get a key to the tool room, Ricky?
They always leave it on the table, man. Everybody just leaves the table in the kitchen, on this table. Everybody just grabs the key when they need to go get some tools. That's what happens, man. That's what we do.
What tool do you need? What's going on?
I just need a hammer. I like to carry around a hammer just throughout the day. That's one of the things I use.
Which hammer?
The wooden one. The fat one.
What's going on, Rick?
I just like to carry around a hammer. If you say no, that's alright. That's alright. You could just tell me no, and I'll put the key back. That's alright.
Well, Ricky, you're a new guy here, and you've been doing a good job, Ricky, I guess. Just, but I don't want you walking around with that hammer.
Alright, that's alright. Sorry.
And he gets some milk, and then he's like, well, I'll see you around. He goes back out. What do you do? You don't really keep a hammer around, but what do you do now?
I can't go to the storage room. He's gonna get suspicious. I go back to bed.
You go back to bed?
Yeah, I just go back to bed. Back to my room.
Okay. We're gonna transition over to Ishmael. Ishmael, so where are you from 6 to 7 a.m. on that last day?
Well, that night I didn't sleep.
Whoa, how come?
Paranoia.
Paranoia.
See, because it was up to me to check all the safety equipment.
You were the safety officer?
Yeah, well, before we left. Well, given that title of safety officer, my real job is just crew maintenance.
Crew maintenance.
Yeah, it's like dealing with the people, the actual crew, and then setting up tasks and the jobs. I was kind of second manager.
Mm-hmm.
Not first manager, second manager. So everything that a manager would do, that the manager doesn't do.
Okay. Ishmael, how did you guys get this job on this cruise ship?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I got hired by my cousin when my cousin used to be a mopper.
And is your cousin still on this cruise ship?
No, that was 2 ships ago.
2 ships ago.
And I got training experience there and worked my way up.
Okay. And how did you get to this cruise ship?
To this cruise ship, I kind of came with the safety equipment.
You came with... Oh, so they bought the safety equipment from the last cruise ship?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where are you?
Where am I?
Yeah.
Well, I was walking about the area.
You're walking about? Well, was there anything in particular that you were looking for? Or looking at?
Yeah, the actual safety equipment.
What type of equipment is that?
It's life rafts.
Mm-hmm.
More like pallets and pallets of life rafts.
Okay.
That apparently was my job to bring when we left the port.
Are they there?
They're not there.
How many life rafts are there?
Well, enough for whoever's on the boat, which is a couple hundred.
So there's enough life rafts for 100 people?
No. That was back on the dock.
Where are the life rafts now?
Apparently I was in charge of loading the life rafts, and I didn't.
So that's why you're paranoid.
Yes. But I have to look like I'm actually doing my job.
You know that there is still more than halfway through the journey.
And we've been doing fine, and that's great. And ships don't sink.
Ships don't sink.
They don't. They're meant not to. If everything goes right, then there is no reason for a safety manager.
Okay. So, let's set up the scenario. You are looking at the life rafts, and you're like the actual manager walks by, and he's like, "Oh, Isma, how's everything going?"
We're going great.
Hey man, I've been noticing like the ship doesn't seem to be running so well, but just double check on everything and give me a count of the supply we have later today, will you?
Supply?
Yeah, like
everything?
the things that you manage, please.
Okay.
I have a lot on mine. I need your account.
Yes.
We just need to make sure everything's tip-top shape, all right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll meet around like 3 o'clock. Give me that that thing. You got it? You don't look so good. Are you all right?
Mm-mm.
What happened?
Not sleeping.
Why aren't you sleeping, man?
Who sleeps on a boat?
I do. You should sleep.
Yeah.
Do you need to go to see the doctor? You know what, man?
No, sir.
Okay, but if I see you looking not so good at 3, I'm sending you to Dr. Sue. Alright. See you later.
Okay.
And he walks away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, so, Ricky, how did you end up in this ship?
Alright, so, I was homeless before the ship. I was on the docks. I would always hang around, looking for scraps of food, sipping people's leftover drinks, just licking bottle caps and stuff, all that kind of stuff, just scavenging for food. Then this guy said, "Hey, get on this boat. We need a crew. We need some work people, some, people who will work around,
Who was that guy?
Oh, it was a manager.
The actual manager?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a cool dude. He said he saw, like, a good energy in me, And he was just like, you know what, I like your spunk. And he was like, and he promised me a jumpsuit. I still haven't got it yet, though. He never gave me that jumpsuit.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is this your first time being on a boat?
First time being on a boat, yes.
What exactly did he want you to be doing on this boat?
I sweep the boat, and also when he needs like another person to help the guests with things like that. Like, I'm just basically like a little apprentice, basically.
Okay, cool. Do you know Isma?
No. I've seen him around, though.
You've seen him around. Okay. All right. Ismail, at what point in the day do you know that this ship is going to sink? Don't tell me what. Just when. What point of the day was it when you know this ship is going to sink?
2:30.
2:30.
When I decided to sink the ship. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Jesus, at what time did you know that this ship is going to sink?
I was not aware of time. I still don't even know how to tell the sunlight time. I just know it's nighttime, and I have to go around and go into sneak into the girls' rooms and blow out their candles on purpose. Like when I do that at night, that's why I know it's nighttime. But it was still day. The sun was still up. The sun was still up. It was half. It was where it's on directly on top of you. The sun. That's because when it goes lower, that's when I do my night stuff. When it's coming up, coming out of lower, that's when I do my day stuff.
Okay, so your character doesn't know how to tell time?
No, I don't know. I don't know time yet.
Oh man.
Yet?
Not yet.
Okay, and so I think around 12, you knew that the ship was gonna sink.
Yeah.
That's what you told me. Okay. Okay. Let's see what I need from you guys. Think about where do you guys want to take the story individually? But think about more this is what my character. This is. Don't say it yet, but just keep thinking that what part did I play in this ship sinking? But I'm gonna ask some different things. Okay. Ishmael. How many families are on the ship?
How many families?
Yeah.
We can't say that they're families. But there's people.
So is there a family on this ship?
Sure.
Do you know them?
The captain has a family.
So the captain's family is on this ship?
Yes.
Okay, but they're the only family on this ship.
And then there's the passengers.
Okay, how do you know any of the passengers' family?
No,
you can tell this family is obviously related because they're all blonde. No, you can't tell at all who's related.
I don't deal with the people.
You don't deal with the people. Okay. All right. So then, since you help out the people, I'm sorry, Ricky.
Right.
Since you help out the people, how many families are in this group? Are in this ship?
All right. So let's say.
Describe them for me.
Alright, every time I meet a new family, I help them. I helped a lot of families with their luggage. That's like 20 coins. Each father gave me a coin. That was like 25 coins. Probably like 25 families, I guess.
Oh, nice.
That's what I'm guessing. Some of them.
Describe to me these different families.
Some of them were rich. Some of them were poor. I don't know. I don't really know where we were going. It's just, I wasn't part of the main people. I was just, helping around with the manager. I was just like a little servant.
Was there any family that stood out to you?
Any family stood out? The rich ones. All the rich ones when they give me the coins. Yeah, I like that, man. I like that. I like the rich ones. They give out coins.
Did any of the kids have any... what toys did the kids bring?
Kids, they had like wooden swords and stuff. They had a whole bunch of stuff. I don't really know. I didn't really hang around the kids a lot.
It's true, but I bet there was one. There was you didn't realize it, but one of these rich family, and you were poor for most of your life. But then there was this one, like you knew they were the most rich family on this.
Right. Yeah.
Because they were all wearing white suits. The mother was very elegantly had a nice sun hat, an umbrella. The father, a really nice, sleek white suit. The kids had like miniature versions of their parents' clothes.
Yeah.
And that was nice and all. You knew they were rich. But then the young son, he had something that really caught your eye.
Yes.
And
yes.
You had seen certain other people in the docks use wooden ones, but this one was made out of metal.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
This one was the elite heavyweight original yo-yo sling. Touch the scroll rock.
It's fine.
Yep. Okay.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, so the manager, he didn't only promise me a jumpsuit. Everybody on the crew, they had these things called yo-yos. You spin them around, you put them back up, you flip around doing tricks and stuff. And then everybody would always tease me like, "Zeus, you haven't worked your way up to this. I mean, Ricky, you haven't worked your way up to this yet. Can't get one yet." And they would always leave one, in like the case, and they would always say like, "That's yours when you work for it." And I'm like, all right. But then I saw that metal one, and I really liked it. It was a nice one. Yeah.
That's true. And the other crew guys, they had wooden ones.
Yeah.
And you didn't like that they were like, "Oh, you don't have one."
Yeah, I didn't like that.
And you saw this kid. He was not that good with it. He wasn't that good with it.
He was not good at it with all.
You had used wooden ones before when they let you, but now you see that this kid has so many toys. He's even dropped some over. Just like threw him right into the ocean. This kid was a brat.
He was a brat, man.
But for some reason, the yo-yo was his prized possession.
Right.
And it was metal.
Yes.
And I think you already know that you just wanted to show to these guys that you had a way better yo-yo.
Yeah, I wanted to prove them wrong.
How did you get that yo-yo?
Alright, so basically, one day they told me, "Hey, Jesus, bring this loaf of bread to these people. They're our main guest. Bring it to their door, knock on it, and then give them their nice, loaf of bread." And as I'm going in, I knock on the door, and then, the kid answers the door. And then I leave the loaf of bread on the table, and I just see the yo-yo just there on the floor. And the kid, he's going around, and he's like, "Oh, thanks for the bread," starts eating the bread. I just swiped it. I just took it.
Just took it?
Yeah, I just took it.
Never even saw you.
I'm good at stealing stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Ishmael, right now it's around, we're getting close to 9 and 10. You're not looking so good.
can't sleep because I know I'm gonna die.
Why are you gonna die?
They hang. Even if I live, they'll hang me.
Even if you let them hang you. Because it was your fault.
Yes.
I think it's at this time that you...
And if we get there safely, they'll hang me.
You are panicking.
Mm-hmm.
And you are missing sleep. You've already missed sleep a couple of times. You're panicky, and you know that the clock is ticking, and the manager's already kind of, like, It's not that you're...
I'm going around, and I'm looking at everything else that everyone else is doing wrong. And I'm making a list.
What kind of things are they doing wrong?
The engine workers don't fill up the gauges. We overloaded on cargo.
Mm-hmm.
Greedy people want their money. Accidents happen.
Okay.
Doubt it'll change anything. I'm still gonna die.
Okay. You're panicking. You're in your room. I think you're kind of... You're not planning to sink the ship, but you're planning to get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
What's your plan to get out of the ship?
Make a life raft and get out of here.
Make a life raft.
That's what I've been doing.
Okay. Well, what are kind of some things? I mean, being on a life raft in the ocean isn't the easiest thing. What are you doing?
I'm walking around, looking at the charts, seeing any other small civilizations or islands or colonies that we're gonna pass before we even get to our main destination.
Okay.
And I'm trying to find which one I can get to.
Okay.
And I'd finish with my boat, but someone keeps misplacing the storage key for the tools.
Okay. And is there anything like you are obviously ready to bug out?
Yeah.
So maybe having a backpack on is not very good. What are you doing to be ready to just head out at a moment's notice?
Well, first I have to know what my direction is. So I'm preparing things and keeping track of things that I need to swipe right before I get on.
What's one of those things?
Well, they have the sectants.
What are they?
But I don't know how to use that. It's things that they used to measure the angles of the stars in the sun.
Okay. What else?
What else? Well, there's food that I need to take.
Food?
And then just makeshift boat. I need to makeshift a boat. Small boat. So there's a room towards the back of the ship that used to be used for the old engine.
Okay.
But since we cleared that out for the life raft, no one's going in there, and that's where I'm carrying a thing, stashing it in there, closing the door.
Give me 3 items that you already have there.
3 items. Half a plank of wood, which is a pallet.
Okay.
To build the boat. It's more a raft.
Okay.
It's no boat, it's a raft.
Okay.
Rope. And food. That's as far as my measures.
Okay. Well, okay. So you're planning, but the weight of the situation is really getting on you. You also brought like towels, like a chair. You have like some food, no biscuits. They're always gone by the time you get there. And you're just like, oh man, okay. And then so you're kind of the way, you know, that's as best as you can, and you're really stressed out. You have a piece of wood that could stay dry, like as a raft.
Yeah.
And just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff, and it's right there, in the bottom. Okay. Jesus, it is Ricky. I'm sorry, Ricky. It is about 11.
At night?
No, before
the morning?
Before the afternoon.
I know what I was doing.
Where are you?
I was out by their sailor's docks where everybody's like, you know, just moving around. You know, they don't even work sometimes. Sometimes they just drink there, you know, and stuff. You know, I want to show off my yo-yo. I want to, you know, show it off a little bit. And then I was like having my yo-yo and just like looking around, and I was shining because it was metal. I was shining it in their eyes, shining in their eyes. But I was acting like I didn't know I was doing it, and they're like, "Hey, what is that?" And I was like, "Oh, you know, I just found it. You know, it's just a yo-yo. I find cool stuff. I find cool stuff all the time. You know, everything I have I found. You know, and I'm just like, you know, showing it off."
Okay.
Yeah,
so you're showing it off.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, "Whoa, I haven't seen one of those." Like, wow, that's really, wow, man, that's really good.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's like kind of like putting away their yo-yos. They're like, okay, because their yo-yos are yo-yos, but they're like chipped.
Yeah.
The ropes are dirty. It's just twine or something, and somehow, because you've seen them before, you're doing all sorts of little tricks.
Yeah, I'm
doing all sorts of little tricks.
I've been practicing.
Yeah, you're doing all sorts of little tricks. You're practicing, and then like there's like 2 levels.
Mm-hmm.
2 levels, and then on the top level, you hear, "Daddy, I don't know where I left it. I don't know where it is." "Well, you better get it. That thing costs so much. Where is it?" It was in the room, and I don't know where. And then it's like a sailor man comes out. He's like, "Is everything all right, sir?" He's like, I went to China, and I bought my son a $200 metallic yo-yo, and he lost it. Is there lost and found on this ship or something?
$200?
Yeah, $200. This thing was crazy.
Yeah, it had these like little green rocks in the middle.
$200 back then
Yes.
would be 100,000.
Yes. This thing's made out of platinum.
With jade in the middle. And some gold, you want?
I'm a yo-yo engineer. I was bringing it back to the States to mass produce it. Is there any way that we can find it? And the sailor's like, platinum? And he doesn't know the word platinum.
Right.
And it's like, what does it look like? It's like, it's metallic, it's jade in the middle, it's a yo-yo. I mean, it looks like it's made out of metal. And then that just, he clicks.
Yeah.
And he's like, metal? What? Hey, Ricky!
I just started walking out. I act like I don't even hear him. I just started walking.
Hey, yeah, you start walking and you start heading
to the back of the ship.
You start heading to the back of the ship.
Yeah.
And there's commotion going on. Right. There's commotion going on. At the same time, right, around 11, Ismael starts hearing all this commotion. And he's like, oh.
This is good.
And they're like, but you don't hear exactly what's going on. But you hear like, find him. Where is he? Oh man, he's gonna pay for this. Like, man, how could he mess up? He knows better. Oh gosh, man, this guy is in serious trouble. Where is he? Come on. You're hearing that, and then in the far hallway, like let's say this is the center of the thing, you see your manager. He's like, "Hey Ismael, I really need to talk to you. Come on, man." And
yes.
No, he's like far away.
Yes.
Are you gonna talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You head
He's
over?
like, hey, man. Have you seen Ricky?
Who?
That cleaner boy. He's around here. Where are he? You know what he did? He took like a super expensive platinum yo-yo.
Yes.
And we need everybody looking for this guy. I just look around.
I'll check under.
Okay. But you don't. As soon as he's out of the way, there's only one thing on your mind, one place that you are really concerned with. Where are you headed?
Back to the room
Your safety storage?
to go see if he's hiding in there. Because if they go in there and they find out that if he is there, they're gonna start opening different doors.
And lo and behold,
I'm there. I'm just hiding inside a coffin. There's a coffin back there? Yeah.
Are we transferring, like,
No,
coffin?
in case someone dies
In case someone dies, they just... It was very ceremonial back
you would
then.
just
They
throw
like
'em out?
ceremonies
I
and
think
stuff.
they just wrap them.
Yeah. But they put him in a coffin if they want.
Okay.
There's a fancy one. I just start hiding. I start hiding in the coffin.
Okay. And this coffin is actually... You don't even notice. But the coffin is like a big centerpiece of Ishmael's rap.
Yeah.
It was going to be his night box.
Yeah.
You know, he could sleep, the rain, whatever, wouldn't harm him. And he could kind of like not have the sun on his face. So Ismail's in the room. And you hear him. And he's like, is this guy in here? Is this guy in here? And what happens? Act it out. Act it out.
Go in there.
No.
Oh.
What is that? Oh, you're opening
Open the
door.
side port. That's how they offload the rafts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh no. Okay.
Closing it?
Yeah, I'm closing it.
You could.
Meanwhile, I pull out my peppermint rag. I got a rag and I soaked it in peppermint oil, and then I just when I get scared at night, when I just start worrying about stuff, I just start smelling it.
You smell that peppermint.
When I hear him smelling, I'm like, what the? Alright,
I didn't bring any peppermint.
I put it back in my pocket.
And I go and I open the door and I close it. Oh, this is good as a ship as this is good as an island as any. I don't know. It's like, guess if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it anytime now. You're hearing this, all right?
Right.
But you're still in there. I close the thing, and I kick my raft, and you're like, oh, you think that I'm still looking for you?
I pause.
Yeah.
Wait, what the heck is happening?
I'm just checking my stuff, and because I thought someone was gonna come into the room to try to look for you. So then I'm standing outside the room, and then I open the room and I go outside, and then you're still in the room. So then you look around. Wait, where the heck am I? In this room, and you realize that it's a boat that's gonna escape.
You're already kicking me out?
No,
we're already going?
No, realize it. I'm not. I left the room.
Okay.
You hear over the speakers, Ismail.
This is 1893, Ruben.
It's intercom. It's like those just like.
No, Ruben, I was talking about blowing out candles.
Yeah, you've never seen those funnels? That it's like a tin can type of thing.
Okay.
They open the lid and say, down at the port, tag, down at the port. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
They're like,
They say.
Ishmael, please report to the captain's bridge.
So I go to the captain, kind of run over there.
And you see your commander talking to the captain, saying like, you don't hear them, but you're like,
I barge in there.
you barge in there?
Yeah.
Explain yourself! How come we just received a message from the docks that our shipment of safety lifeboats was left over there?
How'd you receive the shipment from the docks?
We received a telegraph.
That needs a wire anyway.
Yeah, like Morse code. What? Explain yourself!
At that moment, in the distance, you hear, Rotwell! Alright, so at that moment, I was getting scared. And I heard someone kick the coffin, and I was just like, that's the devil. Like, I'm going to hell. And I look at the yo-yo, and it has Rotwell written on it. That's the last name of the family.
Yeah.
And then I always hear the manager, whenever people are getting mad at him, he says, remember Rotwell. He says the name Rotwell, and everybody's like, okay. You know, like, they back off. And then when I was in the room delivering the bread, the boy was singing a little tune called The Name of Rotwell Has Power. And then I was just like, this is the only thing I got. So I just yelled the name of Rotwell. Just like the loudest I could. I barged out the coffin like, Rotwell! I just yelled that. And
everyone, including the Rotwell, and the boy, and everyone that's looking for you, they're looking, and they don't know where they're headed yet, but they know, and you know exactly, Ishmael, where that noise came from.
Yes.
Because you heard it through the line also. That line that wasn't shut, because you didn't shut it. And everybody knows where that sound came from. That Ricky is in the safety gear room. And everybody's headed over there.
Wait, I'm talking to the captain.
And oh, is that Ricky?
Captain, explain to me how over these past months no one has been checking up on the engines.
What?
I was looking at the ship log, and the ship is gonna die.
You know what? You mind your god darn business. Where are...
Exactly, Captain! No, I'm just kidding.
Where are the life rafts?
This is...
just jet out of there.
I run, and then I go get my last minute items that I need before...
And the manager's like, Ishmael, what are you doing?
But it's all crazy because everybody's looking for where that scream came from, and they know it's me.
And so the bottom, like, as soon as Ismail runs out, and then behind him are a bunch of guys, but they're not after Ismail. They're after
the noise.
Ricky.
Yeah.
And they're headed that way, and so the captain is like, Ishmael! You know, they're like, oh man, so you're boosting it.
Yeah. And I go to the captain's headquarters to go...
Headquarters?
To his room to go take that compass.
Is the ship metal or wood?
Metal.
Metal?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's an old ship. Okay. What did you want with the name Rockwell?
I just wanted a distraction because Ismail was getting yelled at. Okay. And then me, I was just like a dumb kid, and then he kicked the coffin, and I thought the devil was coming for me. Okay. So I just yelled that name, and then I just busted out, and I just got a spear, and I just started stabbing the boat. I was gonna sink the boat, and I started going, whip it at the boat's rusty spot, but I'm still in the coffin. I'm like,
you know, there's layers, right? There's no water under your layer.
I didn't know that, but I'm just stabbing like,
So all the people are running in, but Ismail already had a plan. He swipes the compass, and he knows that he can go off the railing, and because the captain's place is here, there's levels, right? But the emergency place is here. He goes out through the railing, almost pole bolting down to the open door. That's where you guys are at now.
And I start. Well,
He's out and about.
yeah.
What do you do?
I'm still in the coffin. I poke a hole through. I just see there's still people. And I'm like, Rockwell. I just start whispering it into the hole and stuff like
People
that.
are already like, hey, open it. Because his mom had locked it.
Is the coffin connected to the raft?
Yeah, it's part of the raft.
Oh, I just start sliding it like.
You guys are in the same room.
Yeah, because I swing
Yeah,
through the...
you're in.
Yeah.
What do you do?
It's like, you're Ricky.
Yes.
You know everyone's after you, and you cause this huge commotion with your...
Hey, come on, guys,
I'm pushing myself up!
No. Hey! And I start pushing.
Hey.
I pushed you off with the coffin, so we're going... And then the door kicks open and it goes...
Like, you guys are working together? And then, like, you guys are, like, the raft is, like, getting air, and it's just, like, flopping over the side. The crew members are, like, on the side of the door, and they're like, hey! You know, but they're like, whoa, they don't want to fall off. And you guys land with, like, a... And, like, it seems like the whole thing went under, but then you guys pop out.
Yeah.
And you guys are on the raft. Ricky, you're soaked, but here you have your yo-yo. Like, it's the one thing you're holding on. Ishmael, you have your compass and some makeshift backpack. And you guys are on your boat. And as you see that everyone, like, from the top of the captain's bridge is the captain looking off the rail saying, what is wrong with you two? You know? And the manager's like, what the heck, man? And everybody, and then the cargo family is like, oh, darn you! And the boy's like, ah! And then, like, the people are like, what? Like, they're just like, hey, get back here. Nobody was watching where the ship was headed.
Yes.
And the ship is just, like, kind of swerving, and then there's these rock formations off the side, and the ship hits. Boom. And the people start panicking, and you guys see that ship sink with everybody on it.
Yeah.
And, but, while there wasn't, I don't know if you mentioned there was life rafts.
There wasn't any life rafts.
But, you see people on crates and other stuff, and then just from far away, they're like, ah. But the ocean currents are already drifting you guys apart.
Yeah.
And, the ship isn't fully sunk, it's just kind of, like, tilted. There's still people on the bridge. And you guys keep drifting up, off and off. And you...
Finally, I get my peace.
You
I lash myself
you haven't been sleeping.
to the raft.
And you pass out. And you
I just started crying.
start crying for a bit. You close the coffin, sniff your little rag. You're just like, oh man. And you both fall asleep.
Yes.
And
there was a storm that night.
Yeah, there was a storm, and you guys, you don't know how long it was, but and you don't know when you got to the place that our story began. And then the sun is coming over the light of the island, and you both wake up around, well, Ricky, you wake up around 6.
Right.
And you look over, and you wake up and you're like, but you're on Dr. Moreau's island.
Mm-hmm.
Things of that ship passed. You look over, and Ishmael isn't in his bed.